What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. Now, we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 9, and we're going to be focusing on the kids of the Shy on this one. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and start out with your boy Jake and Papa. Now, Jake and Papa are actually going to have a little bit of a beef on this particular episode because Papa's feeling like, like nobody really has been there for him. Now, I kind of get where Papa's coming from, but at the same time, I kind of don't get where Papa's coming from. And I'm just going to keep it real with y'all because y'all know I always keep it real with y'all about how I feel about these shows and my opinions. But at the end of the day, it feels like, when we go back through the season and we go back to the beginning, Papa was coming for Jake like left and right. I mean, he wasn't treating him like a friend when you really think about it. I mean, you tried to embarrass him in front of the entire school. And it's just crazy that now you want to say that he hasn't been there for you. But I mean, at the end of the day, Jake really has been going through a lot of things. But I do like Jake's growth on this particular show. I like how they show how he's transitioning and he's evolving into this better person, because he does come back and he apologizes after he and Papa get into it, although I'm still on the fence about this whole thing because I don't feel like Jake needed to apologize. Honestly, I feel like Papa was just doing the most. But at the end of the day, I do get it and I do understand. So anyway, just for some clarity, Papa wants Bakari to apologize to, Jake and Gemma, and Bakari wants to apologize as well. And so he's trying to set this up. He's trying to play the middleman, but Jake is just not really ready to, face that yet. Bakari is his nemesis. He's a person that he just don't like. And sometimes when you don't fuck with somebody, you just don't fuck with them. And it just is what it is. And he's going to have to be ready to take that step. Nobody's going to be able to force that or push that at the end of the day. But anyway, him and Jake are going to, Papa and Jake are going to, kind of squash it, and they're going to settle it. And, and that's kind of be done with. Meanwhile, your boy Kevin is going to be going through his own little situation. Now, we all know that Kevin has got invited to be in this league and that he's a great gamer. Now, apparently, they are paying people to play games. They have these sponsorships. Corporations are paying out all of this money. Now, to be honest, not everybody knows this. Not everybody knows that there's this whole gaming world that pays out money. And as a parent, I honestly can't really be that mad at Nina for jumping to conclusions. Now, I don't necessarily agree with her tactic because I feel like there is a way that she could have approached him that would have been much better. But as a parent, I do get that you see your kid with all of these expensive things, a $500 jacket, all of these Jordans and Nikes, and then you find these wads and wads of cash that you jump to conclusion, like, where in the world did all of this money come from? Now, I do think that she should have took a step back and realized who she was talking about. I mean, she talking about Kevin, for crying out loud. I mean, I just don't think that Kevin really has the drug dealer mentality. I really don't think that would necessarily be the first thing I would jump to if I were his parent and I knew him. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have that drug dealer in him. Now, I probably would have jumped to some other conclusions trying to figure out exactly what it was. But as a parent, I just feel like, she should have really sat down and had a real conversation with him and not came off so aggressive and accused him. Like, she should have just asked him. And if she had have asked him, she would have gotten the real answer. You know what I'm saying? And he might not have been so pushed backish as to not wanting them to be a part of this whole gaming situation. Now, I don't necessarily agree with how he handled it either, keeping it real, because you just can't be talking to your parents like that. But I do get where his anger comes from, and I do get why he was upset, because he was accused of such a thing instead of just believing that, hey, he really did get this money from this. And, then they ask him, hey, can we come support you? But then he doesn't want them to be a part of it. And I'm just like, dude, just let them be a part of one time so that they can see that this is a real thing. And then you can go on and you can have this. But, he's a kid. They don't get that. Like, that would have been the thing for me. I would have been like, okay, cool. Y'all can come. Now, y'all gonna get to come this one time because this is my thing. And I don't really want y'all there all the time. But I want y'all to see that this is a real thing. And then after y'all come this one time and you see, then you know that that's where I'm getting this money from. And I think that should have been a way to approach the situation. But you know how it is. This is a TV show. They need to bring the drama and they need to elevate this story. And let's be real, Kevin hasn't had a real story in a while where he's the real aggressor. You know what I'm saying? He had the storyline where somebody took his girl, but he wasn't necessarily, the person that was, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to call it, because I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like, he's the one this time in this particular storyline that's going to be pushing the issue, especially if you look at the actual trailer for the next scene. You're going to see, or for the next episode, you're going to see that Kevin is definitely taking it up a notch and that they're definitely bringing a storyline back around for Kevin, and I think it's going to be interesting to see. So anyway, y'all, they're going to have that whole situation. Kevin's going to ask his girlfriend to keep his money, and she's going to be like, oh, I see why you want to leave. So it feels like Kevin is trying to get out of the house, which is interesting because he has his girl Lene there. I don't know. I just don't ever think that it's like Kevin doesn't have bad enough parents for him to want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's doing anything in his household that's so crazy that it's like, oh my God, I just want to leave. Like, I'm just like, come on, Kev. Like, you doing the most right now. So anyway, y'all, moving on. Your boy Bakari is going to take a huge step in trying to get this redemption story, y'all. Now, I know, I'll be the first to say it because I have a whole video about, is Papa good for Bakari or is Bakari bad for Papa? And I said that I didn't think that there was redemption for Bakari, but it feels like they're trying to give Bakari a redemption story. So let me know what y'all think about this whole thing. Do y'all think that Bakari is going to get his redemption story? And do you think that he's going to be okay? Because the way that they're playing it out, it looks like Bakari is going to turn. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if him and Jake are ever going to be cool. Like, that is yet to be seen. Maybe something will happen that will make them have to come together. But at the end of the day, it looks like they're trying to make Bakari a better person, just showing that he done went through something, but that there is redemption at the end of the road. So I'll be the first to admit that, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there is some redemption for him. We shall see as the series progresses on. So anyway, he apologizes to Gemma and Jake. Jake, of course, is not ready to accept that apology, but your girl Gemma is, and she accepts it, and she lets him know that it's not his fault and that she knows that it took a lot for him to be able to come over there and actually talk to them. So she appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think that we may start to see a different sort of Bakari. We also got to see him and Lene together. We got to see them kind of come together as this possible couple. You know what I'm saying? They have their first kiss, and she actually gives him the idea of writing a story. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to go back to Shad, and he's like, hey, I know what that dream is now. I know what my dream is. And he talks about writing, and they have this moment and they kind of bond. So it's kind of, interesting to see that they're evolving this character into somebody that you could possibly like, because this character has definitely been someone that has not been a fan favorite, I guess you would say. So we shall see how this goes on and if he's going to continue to be an integral part of the show. So anyway, y'all, as far as the kids are concerned, I think that was it. Nothing really happened with Maisha or really anything big with Gemma in this particular episode. I think the main thing was the Kevin incident, and then Bakari, Papa, and Jake. So let me know what y'all thought about this particular episode. Let me know what y'all thought about Bakari apologizing, if you thought it was really sincere, and do you think that Bakari is finally going to get to have that redemption story or not? Until next time, guys, peace.